To me, it's sad, but at the same time, just once again, all the detractors, they said this was going to happen, and they were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
No, fuck all that noise. Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up your TV. Drink your gin. Drink your gin. Consequences have actions, Pep. Here's what you gotta do. Drink your gin. Drink a Pepsi later on. Play your fucking WB champions. Consequences have actions, Pep.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Stop being a fucking victim. You fucking bitch. You fucking asshole. Own your shit. Own your shit. Own it. Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself, bitch?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. You're still on mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying. Being dishonest and begging for money and people wanting justice. He is not a real person. He is not genuine. He is not honest. He's a scammer. I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. I just see a scammer. Begging. Like, we totally fucked him. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I understand everything now. I know why there's this hate wave on him, and it's been on him for years. It's because of this bullshit.
American Mall.
That being said, hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right, and just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. ALT Insider, the legend, fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Steve to the dead, psychological style host. Get well soon, man. Me or Cap, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Hilarious. Oh my God. Oh God. Can't wait to do this the entire rest of the year. The same joke. It's never going to end. And you love it. Great. Anyways, what's up, everybody? We're here. It's time, Thursday style. We're finishing. We're going before the pre-stream style show today. Pick ups, everybody. Thanks for joining. And today we got to clear out the box. The old Ginbox got to get cleaned out. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to clean it out and get ready to rock with 2025 coming in hot. All right. But Meerkat, any business style announcements you want to have right now? Even though we didn't talk about this.
No, I guess.
Okay, great. Other than that, Steve of the Dead, any announcements you want to get out there? Come on.
No.
Great.
Again, if we talked beforehand, maybe, but...
Here's the problem. We got to get the impression contest rolling, but we have not talked about it behind the scenes. But Meerkat, what do you think about the rules of that we talked about? Okay, so 60 seconds. Anyone is fine. Yeah, we didn't set it up, but what do you think? Should we do it where, here's the live question I'll ask both of you gentlemen. Do we allow people that are hypothetical, that we haven't heard? So, for example, Dave, right? Philip's father. We have no idea what he sounds like. But could we let people use their imaginations and make up one that could be funny that might not be realistic, but it sounds funny? Meerkat, what's your take on that?
That's a yes from me because it's a higher risk, but if you pull it off, it's higher reward because you're going to be memorable.
Yes, that's true too. Steve, what's your take on that?
Yes as well. A good gimmick can carry the bit through. So
all right.
Gets my seal of approval.
All right, so I guess we can say officially, if you want to get rolling on yours, you can. It's not officially announced yet, but we want to do it, I think, by the end of January. That'll leave time, a nice chunk of time before the King of the Ring, which is traditionally in April. So that should be good. But anyways, we'll do official announcement later. We figure it out. Big ups to AMAC, who says Happy New Year. All right, AMAC, you unleashed. You made us hit our goal, felting the trolls and everything. Here we go. This is for you, AMAC. Hell yeah. We've done it again. Okay. The snorts will stop in a second. Anyways, before we get to the messages, which we have to go through all the fucking messages, let's fucking get to this. Now, Steve recommended we do this, and I have not seen this all the way through, but this was a Twitter wrap-up for DSP of 2024, all right? So what this does is like gives you little stats and shit about it. So he has 280,000 followers. That puts him in the top 0.5% of all Twitter accounts. The most popular tweets were to GameStop. You literally don't sell physical games in your stores anymore. Just junk you call collectibles, but nice try. That one went viral, dudes. You
Look
love
at
this.
the stats, yeah.
That was 3,200 likes and 82 comments. You love it. Next up, I just want to test something really quick. Here goes Ethan Ralph. That was the Ethan Ralph bait there. Okay, you love that. Mm-hmm. And last one was, I know you can't see it, fucked up, but it was to Mr. Matoker there. It says, I'll be here whenever you're ready. The response when Mr. Mediker said he's not feeling well or whatever. So there we go. Most popular tweets. Pop it off, okay? Next up, we have your 2024 quote, okay? And I will read this for you here. I've experienced a fall from grace, a decade of being hated, and now a real redemption arc, all between the times GTA 5 and 6 released. You can't make this up. Hilarious.
LOL. Got the lols.
And this is good. Your 2024 story. You're from internet pariah to redemption arc. Confess to WWE Champion's addiction. Faced Mr. Matoker head on. That never happened. And turn the tables on haters while building a surprisingly wholesome story. All right, that's his 2024 story. And he had a WWE Champions Confession stream, successful Keno Casino appearance, June the documentary reaction, Called Out Review Tech USA, and Mr. Matoker documentary response were the big stories of the year. Now remember, this goes off what you say. So if you say like, hey, everything's going great, guys, it doesn't matter the truth. It goes off what you say. So keep that in mind as we go through here. You spent more time defending your WWE Champions addiction than actually getting good at the game. No wonder you're still stuck in Bronze League. That was a friendly roast. These are people responding to Philip. Yeah.
Not entirely incorrect.
Your redemption arc is moving slower than your Elden Ring playthrough. And that's saying something considering you died to the tutorial boss 47 times. Nice. And you're like wait, hold on. Is this the AI making this? Or is this actual responses?
AI, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, pretty cool then. You're like the cockroach of content creators. Man, how many times the internet tries to cancel you, you won't die. But at least cockroaches have thick skin. Got him. You deserve Pearson Awards. You're the confession champion.
The drama survivor. Wow.
I It's pretty bad if you have to be a confession champion. How many confessions are you doing in that case? Anyways, his Twitter twin? Well, you might guess some other content creators on the YouTube, maybe Boogie Wings, maybe. No, it's Kanye West. His Twitter twin is Kanye West. You're controversial, unapologetically yourself, and have a knack for turning negative attention into engagement. You both have passionate haters, loyal defenders, and somehow keep bouncing back from every controversy stronger than before. Nice.
Oh, dude, the other one. This one is the best. The Twitter obsession.
Yes, this is the best.
Get a load of this shit.
Twitter obsession. You are obsessed with Review Tech USA on Twitter. You spent countless tweets calling out Rich from Review Tech USA for mocking his relationship status to challenging his content. It's clear he lives rent-free in your head with at least 30-plus direct mentions and countless subtweets in 2024 alone. Great. Very cool. Let's see, content that made you go viral here. I think that's the best part, though. Your fearless call-outs of bigger content creators. Oh, definitely. Yeah,
Like
definitely.
the Academy.
Took them out, dude. They're still reeling over there.
Turning self-deprecation into strength, into the champion's addiction, and owning it. Flip the script on your haters and earn respect.
Perfect
Earn respect.
Yeah, definitely earned respect. Perfect timing on drama commentary, whether it's Pro Jared's downfall or Gootek's PogChamp removal. You always seem to have the spiciest takes at just the right moment. Definitely. So you can see why he would not share this, because it did say that Review Tech USA thing. This is okay. Last point here before we move on. Most words used of 2024. Okay, don't say it yet. But don't say it yet. I don't know if you saw it on my. You can see it on my sharing screen. Meerkat, what? Guess one of the most used words of 2024. Go ahead.
Support. It has to be support.
Okay. Meerkat calls for support. I think you already saw this, Steve, so I can't ask you. But if you guessed felted, you'd be wrong. If you guessed robust, you'd be wrong. If you guessed drama, you'd be wrong. Felted, nope. It is actually LOL and then detractors. Detractors is the second most used word. Thanks for your understanding is the third word most weird. WWE Champions and Redemption Arc. Great. Amazing. Detractor is the second most used word after LOL, which he literally does on every single tweet. So, anyways, moving forward positively here. I do want to play. We're loving all these. So, Otter Rio in an Otter place on Twitter found this video online somewhere. Let's see what this is. Oh, what? Oh, sandwich shop.
What?
So he owns a sandwich shop now. Very, very robust and meaningful AI content there. Big ups. Okay. Moving forward positively here. Street Panda, who we didn't get to play the Christmas special of, but I will put the link in chat because it is a good video, is putting out a new video. And guys, I'm in trouble. Look. I'm there. It's me on the right. I'm in trouble, guys. I hope I don't have any interactions with Kat, but I bet I do. Anyways, that's not out yet, but we'll see. Big ups. Thanks so much. Street Panda. I'm working at Burger King, so that's interesting as well. Very good, robust move situation there. Okay, anyways, we'll move forward positively here. Okay, let's get to some messages, my friends. So, first up, we're going to go to... Let's go to more recent to Pat. And we have so many messages to get to. I think, guys, if we're going to be smart about this, we should go like one person comments. And if that's enough, that's enough. If we all want to comment, that's fine too. But if we don't do that, we're going to be deleting a lot of messages here. Well, we're going to do that no matter what. So let's try to get through as many as we can. Okay. So first up, this is from The Corner You Didn't Check. The Corner You Didn't Check. Let's go. Oh, you got to put your mic on. The corner you didn't check. Okay, you just did.
You're searching for demons in the shadows, searching every corner. Seems you've missed one. See you soon.
Okay, very ominous. There we go. Big ups. Let's go. Fight or flight style reaction. Let's go.
Hey, it's Fight or Flight Style coming at you again with a festive style greeting, no question this time. Steve, may your back ever be deherniating, and hope Gypsy's doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
ALT, may you always hold the divorce line, and may your armor stay shiny and white.
Thank you.
Cat, good luck with Microsoft. And Sam, I wish you the best wherever you are and whatever you're doing. For you guys gave me a lot of good entertainment over the last couple of years, so happy holidays and wish you all the best. Big ups.
Thank you so much, sir. Very meaningful message there.
Thank you, dude.
Thanks,
Lighter
man.
side style. There we go. Next up, do we want to talk about anything from current year, guys? The news that Iron Cuck Sakai stuff. I don't think we talked about that on the show, did we, Meerkat?
I would like to give a moment for the last couple Twitter replies that he made.
Oh, I'll get that up.
Including his justification of calling people retards. That's hilarious.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me get that up for you.
Yeah, here's some backstory. So Phil, if you haven't heard, is based, which means he doesn't censor himself at all. You can't tell him what to say or do. But whenever he's based, he gets very defensive whenever he says a word that is not very pleasant, or also considered a hateful slur. So, and then this happened. We haven't mentioned this yet, but he did get a Lifetime Achievement Award for being a lolcow.
Yes.
Courtesy of Kiwi Farms. He's up there with Chris Chan and Ethan Ralph.
Amazing. That's really, I mean, he earned it, guys. He put the work in. He put the years in. He's had that bake set on for 16 years now, and it's very hard, but he got there, all right? Let's get some respect, all right? So he is there right in the middle. Great picture choice, by the way. So he will be in the first wing of the Hall of Fame of lolcows over there on Kiwi Farms. Big ups. Congratulations. So this person on Twitter says, Happy New Year. They call me DSP. You are now a lolcow for life. I mean, very low on the terms of shit that is probably a direct message to Philip on Twitter, right? But for some reason, that got his attention enough. Oh, I know why. Maybe because Meerkat was involved there. I see. That's a Meerkat tweet. But
No, I don't think he has any idea who I am, which is good. I would like it to remain like that.
So
He's watched that video of us watching him put the hat on, though, so...
That's true. Also, the candle video, of course. But anyways, nobody cares outside of retards. Happy New Year is what the king responds with, okay? Then this person responds back with, seems you cared enough to comment, which I agree with. Also, what was that you said about retard being a word you're not supposed to say? Well, Philip responded with...
deleted tweet by the looks of it.
No, it's there. It's there.
No, there it is. Yeah.
You can say it in a generalized fashion when it's actually referencing the root meaning of the word. But you don't have to be you'd have to be intelligent to understand that. Okay. So, can we unpack that, Steve? What does that mean when you're referencing the root meaning of the word?
Yeah, it's narcissistic semantics. It's rules for thee, not for me, because this is what happens when you want to be able to say as much as you want without any sort of consequence, because, you're having this resurgence now and you can call yourself the king again. So you want to be able to do the things you used to do. But you also want to be able to lord it over other people. And one of the ways that you do that is to criticize the words they use when describing, for example, you or your fans. So in order to have the moral high ground, you have to be above using this word. But in order to be based, you have to be okay with using the word and accepting the consequences that come with it. So he ends up in this bit where he has to justify them both. So it's okay here because it's the root word and he meant it generally. But if he meant you specifically and he said your name and then said it, that would be bad. But because he didn't do that, it's okay.
It's similar to if you make fun of an entire race in general, that's okay. Yeah. But if you make fun of a certain person, like one Asian gentleman calling him Chicky Chang Wang, that's bad.
Yeah, that
calling
would be bad,
the entire race Chicky Chang Wang, now that's cool.
That's
okay.
fine, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Also, if you see an African American, you would say he would enjoy black coffee because he's African American. That's bad, but they would enjoy black coffee because they are African American. That's right. That's just want to check.
But basically,
okay.
He doesn't have a backpack, so he didn't actually think that person was going to steal it. So he wasn't being racist when he said that.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, and so, well, I have a quick question about look out, there's a black woman coming. That seems to be based on one person. Not sure how that works. Anyway,
he didn't specify the woman.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If there were 3 of them, that would have been fine.
Okay, I got it. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Down, motherfucker. He changed that to motherfucker. So
He changed
okay.
that. He did the cancel, racism cancel. Very hard maneuver. We're halfway through. Canceled it out.
He almost failed the quick time event there, but he got it in the last second.
Boat Knight says, Happy New Year. Can we get a divorce coin status?
Oh, it's to the moon, baby.
All right. So, Stephen, then please explain your position. What's your current investing strategy in 2025? Go ahead.
Just buy divorce coin. It's going through the roof. The roof is already like way behind it.
I'm still. You know what? I will say I've changed my investment strategy. I am hedging with some health coin. I'll say that at the very least. I think it's important to hedge. Get some health coin in there because remember, there's been some revelations of shit about like how so many health appointments. We got to go this appointment, that appointment. I don't know. I think there's something there in health coin as well. Meerkat, what's your investment strategy for 2025?
Well, if divorce coin is about him being divorced from reality, it's absolutely at an all-time peak. But when it comes to his marriage, I think it's in the same spot it was last year.
Yes. Okay. Let's go to the next message here. And we also have a PWAP video to play that we have not played for many a time yet, and we'll get to that, I promise. At least part of it. It is long, 10 minutes, but we'll get to some of it, I promise. All right, next up, let's get to DSP's hairline. Come on! Get in there! Come back!
Hey TBS, it's DSP's hairline. I haven't sent a message in a while because I've been trying to lead a healthier lifestyle that involves not thinking about DSP at all.
Oh, that's good.
And it's been going great. But I happened to tune in to the show today, and I don't know why it randomly came to my head that you remember you got that question one time saying, what would you do if you saw DSP out in the wild? And I remember AOT's answer was, I would just take a pic. I would pretend to be a fan and take a picture.
Yes.
And what I'm thinking is, you can't be normal around him. Like, if you're gonna pretend to be a fan, you need to do something a little bit weird or crazy, because those are the only people in the I don't know if he's aware of it, if you could have a normal interaction with him, but I'm like, that occurred to me, like, you might not get away with just acting regular and taking a picture with him. You might have to do something extra. So with that in mind, my question is, what would you do? The question again. What would you do if you saw him out in the world? Take care, everybody, and have a good one.
Great question. That is an amazing question. So I get your thought process here. If you walk up as a normal dude, it's not believable. But if you have some sort of specialness about you, you have a higher chance. Okay. I think here's what I would do. I would like walk towards him, and then some crayons would fall out of my pocket, and I'd be, oh, sorry, I was eating those, and then it's okay. They can say something. What would you do, guys? Meerkat, what did you do?
I still think he can be flattered and believe you're a real fan if you reference enough of his lore. If you talk about like, oh man, like the Heavy Rain playthrough is what got me into gaming, and now I'm a game developer for fucking, I don't know, Heavy Rain 2.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I think the reality answer would be he assumes all his real fans are normal, I think, anyway. Even though that's not the fucking truth of the matter. But
I do agree with taking a photo, but first you pretend to be a fan, you take a photo, you butter him up, get him nice and smug about it and on his high horse, and then you're like, dude, now I have a photo with the biggest, most embarrassing lolcow. Thanks, Phil. And then you just leave.
Okay, Steve, what's your move here?
Well, I was going to mention Heavy Rain as well, so
yeah, you got to mention that.
Yeah, you'd have to. But even then, it's like, would that raise a flag for him? Because just the amount of times, I'm wondering if he genuinely thinks there are that many people out there. Because otherwise, he has to know that like the Heavy Rain thing is a meme, and going like, I'd love you to see Fallout 3 or like one of the really early playthroughs has to be a meme. So it's like, would that work, or would that like harm your chances? And I'm not sure. So I think you probably have to go about it a different way. Maybe it would help if you had like an adult with you, or someone who looks like they could be your minder.
Big ups to great question there, DSP's hairline. Ice Age says divorce requires one of them to pony up the few $1,000s for a lawyer, and one of them to tell the other one, "Let's divorce." That's actually happening. Good point, Ice Age. Good point, Ice Age. I don't know how much it does cost to get divorced. I know it's not free, and that means Kat could probably not do it. But you know, I don't know. You want to live with someone that wants to divorce with you because you can pay?
It's that. Like, for it to not work, for it to, for it not to be divorced, she'd have to live with him for the rest of their lives. Whichever one of them dies first, that's how long she's got to put up with him. And I think she'll break. That's a lot to ask someone.
So I don't know. We'll see. I do agree though that I don't think either of them has the motivation to go through the actual steps when you could just literally live apart, right? Just live apart. Roommates. It's fine. Just keep doing that. There's no drama for. Go ahead.
Imagine they do one of those like weird streamer degenerate things where another streamer gets to steal his wife. So one day she's gonna show up on fucking Moist Critical's stream.
Oh god,
Moist Critical's gonna be
Jared.
This is my new girlfriend. Meet Kat. And then imagine she's gonna be like a completely different person. She's gonna have a personality then. And it's actually going to be like, whoa, that's crazy.
Can you imagine? All the memes would become about that person. Like every single thing, every fucking username would be about Sir Moist or whatever all the time.
Yeah.
That'd be a great. Jericho TSK says, "Hi, nice to meet you. Big fan." That equals you're clocked if you say that. I don't know. He's not doing it. Joe Dub says, "Philip, please sign my crane origami." Oh, yeah, that's a deep cut because Heavy Rain came, because on the marathon I did for New Year's, the Heavy Rain Extreme Edition or whatever, Ultimate Edition came with literal origami. And during the loading screens, it tells you how to fold the origami. And Philip thought this was a great revelation. It says, it hides the loading time because it gives you something to do. He thought that was great. So yeah, that would really show you're a fan of his Heavy Rain playthrough if you have that. Big ups, Joe Dub. Dr. Detractor says, Happy New Year's. Voice recovering, slowly getting there. Love you all. This community is fantastic. That being said, big ups, always a wonderful watch. Big ups to you, Dr. Detractor. You're a legend. Thanks so much,
big
sir.
ups, dude.
All right, next up, let's go to the one, the only big guy. Come on.
Hey, guys. I think the weirdest thing to come out of the Mr. Medicare React was Phil actually getting upset and crying that Mr. Medicare was, quote, forced to show that he was telling the truth about his medical history. Mind-blowing that that's what upsets Phil the most is someone else telling the truth on the internet. Makes you wonder about everything Phil has ever said that's gone wrong in his life.
Good observation as usual, and that was very weird how Philip was seeming most hurt about he had to prove, like, oh, what is this? You have to prove stuff? What has it come to this? There wasn't actual tears. I don't remember there was actual tears, but there was the kind of welling up happening. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, did you guys see Medicare reacting or responding to DSP's interview invite?
Good call.
Yes, I can play that. Hold on, yeah.
That's very fun. It's a very short clip.
Yeah. Where is it? I think. Who has it? Let's see. Who has it? Medicare. I'll find it. Let's do one more message, and I promise I'll play it.
Yeah, I have the link. It's from Poems.
Okay, sweet. Send it if you got it.
Yep.
Where'd you send it?
Just thinking on that. Sorry. Yeah, that's quite interesting.
I'm trying.
Okay. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, that's the moment where Phil shows like a lot of, well, obviously with Phil and a narcissist, it's projection, it's image manipulation, it's what he wants you to think at that moment. It's not a genuine reaction. So that he wants you to think that he's upset and emotional at that moment tells you a lot about him because he's not actually, but for whatever reason, he wants people to think that he is. And maybe this is like, look, I have sympathy for someone going through cancer who legitimately had to prove it. Which is a fairly, that's an understandable thing for anyone to, for most people to take that position. This person has cancer and people don't believe him and they have to prove it. And you think, well, that's pretty shit. But why Phil wants to be seen like that is the mystery. That's the interesting bit for me, because it's like, it's got to be for an image manipulation purpose. And I'm just curious what exactly he's trying to do with it. Maybe make himself look a bit less of a cunt.
Yeah. I also think he's like, wow, the internet's so fucked up that content creators have to prove themselves. Why shouldn't? Why do they have to live to these higher standards? Because he knows. I mean, people don't. I mean, he's lost all credibility, so no one believes anything he says, right? Outside of the supreme, fans of his, let's say. And I think that really bothered him, because why don't people just believe me? Why don't no one just believes me? What? Huh? That's the kind of thing. Anyway, here is Mr. Medicare's response to getting called out.
It's your fault DSP is destitute. Apologize. Is he now? Is he destitute because of me? I heard that he was going to do a stream, and he invited me onto it. Oh, darn. I guess I missed that, huh? Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh, darn. Oh, golly gee, gosh darn. I guess I missed it. Is he destitute now because of that? Oopsie-doo.
Oh, is he still smoking? I guess. Is he still smoking, Meerkat? Like, wow.
It
sounds like it.
Oh, that sounded like it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Something about he was upset. The documentary you watched didn't have enough of him in it, even though it wasn't about him. I don't know. It's your fault DSP is destitute.
That's interesting. So Meerkat knew that. I mean, Mr. Matoker knew that DSP was kind of feeling, oh wow, wonder why is there more of me in this Matoker documentary? Why is that? So he at least knew that bit of the lore. But that was very funny. Did I miss it? Whoops. Very funny.
It's so poetic that in that documentary he is only featured as one of the gay boys. Literally, like that's his purpose.
Yeah,
the picture, the profile picture. Yeah.
I guess that's true. Everyone's telling me that is true. There's no point to not smoke now. I got it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's a thing when people have had like addictions that have been lifelong and they've reached that stage of cancer where it's like it's more shock to the body to withdraw from this substance, and withdrawing will not make a difference at this point. So you might as well carry on. Like my uncle died of colon cancer, and he was allowed to keep drinking because he drunk for most of his life. So
okay.
They were like, well, the shock of it would basically kill you quicker than carrying on drinking while you die of this. So. It's a hard thing, but it's like some people have that need. Some people have abused a substance for that long, that it has that effect on them. So.
Okay, well, that makes sense. All right, moving forward to get more forward positively here, the best way we can. Barrett Wells in the house says, Happy New Year, That Being Said, an audience. Been having a blast catching up on the last 2 weeks. Can't wait for the year ahead. Need to get myself some That Being Said merch. Big ups, Barrett Wells. Thank you so much, sir. You're a legend, as always. Been there since the beginning, Barrett Wells.
Shill the books. Shill the books.
Oh, yeah. I only got this one. Yeah. with the patented chew kiss on the back. There we go. Wreck in the house. What?
Dude,
go ahead.
I just got a next level merch idea. We should
ahead.
make a coloring book with crayons.
Yes, please.
That's actually genius.
Okay, Darksea to Phil in the house. You can make this happen, Darksea. We'll be in contact with you. Okay, we'll have our people contact your people. That means I'll DM you. But anyways, that's what I'll do. And can we make the crayons edible? Can we?
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's a thing, but
please.
They can always be edible if you're determined enough. If you really want it.
You can buy edible crayons. They're made of like honey
please
or chocolate.
All right, we got to see the manufacturing costs on these. Yeah, that's true. All crayons are edible. That's right.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah.
All right, we'll see in the work. We'll put that in the works. Big ups Rec 1990 says DSP's most hated things are the truth and jokes. That's true. The truth, jokes, and what else do we hate? Games. He does hate games. Don't forget that.
Oh, dry British wit. Like, he would have thought Metaco was serious during them when he was like, did I miss it? Oh, damn. He'd have thought he was serious.
Mm-hmm. When in Gout says, wasn't DSP saying people might lie about being sick in the Alphism episode regarding the guy with cerebral palsy or something? Yes, he was. When in Gout, good shout out. He did say in Alphism Radio, he thought people could fake that stuff. Like, how do we know he's telling the truth? I believe it's his exact words. So, he was a much younger gentleman in that case, in that time, but still, that is pretty fucked up in any timeline. Shadow Slammer.
Cystic fibrosis.
But cystic fibrosis,
Because the moment he comes on and was like, how dare you say that I'm that sort of asshole? And they just go for him. It's brilliant.
They go after
Savage.
him. That's on that being on WPIG, one of the Dead Sea Scrolls
The
episodes.
Dead Sea Scrolls, yeah.
Shadow Slammer in the house says, afternoon, that being said, team, hopefully you gents saw Phil melt down at the suggestion of a charity marathon from a kind viewer. I will buy crayons. Shadow Slammer says, is that recent meltdown? I haven't seen that recent meltdown about that.
I think so. Because he was looking at the viewer's choice event suggestions on the community post. It wasn't much of a meltdown. I wouldn't call that a meltdown. He just said, like, at first he was super dismissive immediately. He didn't even read the whole message. Because the message said, yeah, you can have a charity stream of something, and you're going to match whatever the public donates or whatever, And he immediately just said, I'm not doing a charity stream. And then just so he doesn't look like an asshole, he was like, well, I might do a charity stream in 2025. I don't know, man.
Nice.
if it's the same thing the person is referencing, because that's what I saw.
Okay, I mean, there's so many times he's talking about charity. I looked on YouTube real quick, and it's like 2 years ago, DSP tries it, being a crybaby about charity. DSP gets triggered when asked to give charity 4 years ago. 3 years ago, Piece of Peace, analyzing DSP's unhinged charity rant. There's a lot of charity rants in his past. So being a charity himself, I guess, lends him to that, defending charities. But anyways, big ups to everybody so far. Let's keep moving forward positively here. Message here from let's go vintage. All right, let's go vintage style. These are hit or miss.
So 3 days ago, then.
No, here 6 months ago from Steve's name from college. 2-incher. Go ahead, 2-incher.
Hey, that being said, hope you're all doing good. ALT, I highly recommend aloe vera for all those burns you received from Sir Galtonator last week.
What?
Ouch.
Okay,
Echoing
whatever.
his sentiments, I completely agree. Kat's rough upbringing does not excuse how she conducts herself in the present. No one can deny that she was dealt a bad hand.
Yeah.
Broken home, lunatic mother, possible autism, looks like she's cosplaying Kim Jong-un, and worst of all, she lives with DSP.
Okay.
But people have gone through far worse than her and come out golden on the other side. She is the only one to blame for her situation and the circumstances that put her in this situation. She chose to cheat on her ex. She chose to ensure that she currently has nowhere else to go. She chooses to stuff her fat face with DoorDash day and night.
Okay.
As for the restraining order, dubious at best, and for which no evidence is required. Bitterness and pettiness are as good of a reason for its existence. Probably going to need a part 2 for this one. See you in the next.
Okay, it's another.
Hello again. Autism, also not an excuse, if she even has it. What about Derek? More autistic than the totality of Reddit, but his behaviour never gets a free pass. Everyone, including you, rightly points and laughs at the little pedo. Then there's Daniel Larson, Chris Chan, King Cobra, Chibi, Cyrax, Jupiter the Hybrid, the White Bowser, and the rest. No one ever uses the autism defense with this bunch of weirdos either. But none of them have vaginas, so take from that what you will. Back
Good
to
point.
Kat. She's vacuous, she's vapid, she's unpleasant, she's complicit in DSP's scam, and she's completely undeserving of sympathy. As long as she has a place to sleep, standing up of course, all the DoorDash she can chow down, and the rest of the day pickpocketing for the Thieves Guild, she's only too happy to turn a blind raccoon eye to her roommate's addictions, scamming, and sleaziness. Not until it affects her personally, of course, because as well as being a bitch, she's the definition of a mooch. The sympnosis is strong, but not unbreakable. Take it easy, guys.
All right, I'll take it. I mean, I got Felton on that one, but yeah, go ahead.
Did Kat eat your DoorDash or something? What's
Yeah,
the heat
relax,
there?
man. Come on, chill out. No, I understand that point of view, guys, but it is kind of a meme now. It's kind of more fun to have someone on that side, don't you think, guys? I think it's for the bit of a bit, but anyways. And also, I do have a soft heart for all women of this earth, guys. I don't know if you noticed. I have a soft place in my heart for all women of this earth. If that's my biggest crime, send me right to jail, okay, everybody? But anyways, he did make good points, okay? No doubt about that.
She was crying downstairs.
Exactly. Come on. If caring about women is a crime, then I'll be locked up forever. Kill me now. Okay, anyways, let's go crazy here, and let's go to Fist Gas from 1 year ago. Can you believe it? Go.
Damn, what?
Yeah, let's just see what he's talking about. It might be dumb. I might cut it early.
What
But
happens when you get through like 2 messages a day, innit?
once they're like a year, past 6 months old, I might cut it early. That doesn't. No disrespect.
Hey, that being said, it's Fisgus. I hope everyone is doing well. End of the year is coming up. Wanted to wish the hosts and my fellow trolls, haters, and critics
Mm-hmm.
Happy New Year and best wishes. I had a
2024.
curiosity.
Yeah, that was 2024. Happy New Year.
I think all of us, to an extent, hold unpopular opinions about Phil and the Vortex at large. I would like to
Speeding up.
hear what your ones are. I'm curious to hear what your ones are. An unpopular opinion about any topic. Like, for example, for me personally, I don't pity Kat one bit. She gets what she deserves. From what we've seen of her, I know she's supposed to have Asperger's or whatever it is, I don't remember. But from what we've seen of her, she is functional enough that when she was getting on with Phil, she is supposed to be functional enough to be able to do due diligence, quote unquote, and look him up, see what he's about, see all the shit that he's been doing throughout the years and how he is. So if she got herself in that position, tough shit. And that's it. So I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys' unpopular opinions are. Well, that's it. Take it easy, everyone.
So, unpopular opinions of the Vortex. Okay, well, mine's clear. I think. What's your unpopular opinion of the Vortex, Meerkat? Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I need to think about it a little bit more.
I would say I'm the one that people hate me for. I think I give Triple P credit only for the sneak dissing. I give him credit for those. I don't give him credit for anything else, guys. I think the fucking grifting and all that shit is bullshit, and I don't think it's abhorrent. But the sneak dissing he did were very well done, especially when DSP was in that fucking first interview with them. They were very well done and well put together. But that's an unpopular opinion, I think. What do you think, Steve of the Dead?
I don't think he's autistic. I think any sign that people take as like an example of, hey, he might be autistic because he matches this criteria is better explained by other means that include like his personality disorder or social isolation for 10 years. So I think there's plenty of argument that you could make for him being autistic, but ultimately I don't think he is.
Swimco has a question. How about gay?
Oh, that as well. Yeah, I don't necessarily think he's gay. I think he might be bi, possibly, or likely asexual, but most probably just a very repressed straight man who's got like some insecurity about something. Maybe he's tiny, or maybe he doesn't last that long, and it just makes sex an unappealing thing for him.
I think like
he's got
I don't think he's the girth is huge. I think he's not gay, but I think like he just had, when you don't have any interaction for long enough, eventually I think you just say, all right, fuck it, I don't care about anything sexual, you know? And I think you just reach that point where it's like, all right, fuck it, I don't care anymore. And then it's just like, you kind of don't have that drive anymore. Like asexual kind of, I guess, right? Just when there's too many cobwebs built up, you know, just, all right, fuck it, shut it down. Shut it down, boys. Anyways, Aaron Tabor in the house. Thank you so much, sir. You're a legend. Oh, for that, you know what you earned myself, Aaron Tabor? You earned yourself a reclaw. Come on! Get in here, Jasper. Get those claws back on. Tired of it. Big ups, Aaron. Hell yeah. Claws are back. All right, let's go. Anyways, let's go to the one, the only. Let's not go that far. Kids only gaming. This is risky, but we're going to risk it here. Come on.
Right. So KO Gaming has come and gone, and there's one mystery left unsolved. What did the KO stand for? Phil has acknowledged that it was meant to be an acronym and that he would eventually reveal what it was. And assuming he wasn't just bluffing and didn't know for himself, that means the answer's out there. So what do you think it is? What did KO stand for in KO Gaming?
The real answer is King of, correct? King of Gaming, the real answer.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, but there's also Kids Only Gaming is possibility. There's a good answer.
But also, you know, the knockout gaming, because he's boxing in his like avatar.
Oh yeah,
or at least he's in like a boxing position.
Okay, there you go.
Knockout gaming.
Oh, there you go. All right,
that's about pulling your pants back up.
I do have. I came up with an unpopular hot
go ahead.
take about
please.
him.
Yeah.
I don't think his marriage is as bad as people say it is, or at least in a bad relationship as people say it is. I think it's pretty much what you can expect. Is like he is the man of the house, and whatever he says goes. And Kat is perfectly fine with that, and they just like coexist in their little world.
You think that's an okay marriage, though? Like not interacting at all? Or do you think they do interact more than we think?
I guess, yeah. Well, to me, it's not a good marriage, but to him, it's probably the ideal marriage. And to her, it's like, whatever. I get to eat food and play video games. Who cares?
Yeah. But just to be clear, I understand. You say it is a good marriage, or just like what's your hot take here? That isn't fine.
You can see like Phil's perspective is this is a great relationship.
Oh yeah, I think Philip. Oh yeah, I think that's not even a hot take. I think Phil is happy with this.
Saying that it's right or wrong though.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
What it is. So
yeah, I think Phil's happy with it. Oh God, I think Phil's happy with it. I don't think he cares. Like the divorce has to come from her side because he's never gonna. What's wrong with it for him?
I think she's chill with it. I think she's perfectly content doing this. Because it's like, what is there not to like as somebody with no education, no skill set, fat? I mean, like, what else can you do?
I think they're both happy with it. That's why I think divorce coin is on a downturn personally. But anyways,
big ups to faith.
Hold strong, boys. Big ups, Funky Monk, who says, thanks for the amazing content, fellas. ALT is best in the business. Keep it coming. Big ups, Funky Monk. You are a legend, sir. You are a true legend. And let's go to the one, the only. Vintage Kaiser. Never know where we're going to get unplayed Kaiser here from 10 months ago. Let's go.
Hello, sirs. Kaiser Augustus on behalf of the Dinner World Order here. Now, guys, I gotta wonder, why are all of DSP's dent heads also sex pests with like really weird sexual proclivities? I mean, we all know Derek. We just found out about Redemption Games, aka Acid Face, and I'd also like to remind you of Master Saru and his OC Negi, a transsexual futa boxer who would get beaten up by female video game characters and then raped. I mean, that's pretty weird, am I right? So yeah, why do you guys think that a guy who is such a sexual prude has such sexually fucked up fans? Also, what's for dinner?
Okay, and this, remember, this came out before. This is before Darziak days, so there's more evidence to this, right? And it's wild. I think really, here's what I take, and Steve, I definitely want your take as well. But when people that can't find a place in other communities and have to go to a place where there's kind of not many normal people there already because of how the streamer chooses to treat you, right? It takes you got to be a misfit. And misfits can be cool, right? But internet misfits can sometimes not be cool, if you know what I mean. And they kind of get attracted and concentrated into the last place that will have them, and that is DSP Gaming's chat room. But what do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I think that when you have few social opportunities, and one of the few that you have ends up being Phil, because anybody that can socialize would socialize over watching Phil, so they all leave. They don't put up with his bullshit. So you're left with the people who have fewer ones, which means that they're more likely to have abnormal ideas about what is acceptable publicly and what's not. So the issue of your sexual tastes and preferences and fetishes and whatnot would likely come up, would have a greater chance of coming up, because there's no social law or rule or whatever that says don't talk about this here. It's not really appropriate. Keep it to yourself. So you end up in a place where that sort of thing is discussed a little bit more freely by people who have probably, again, been shunned from those sort of communities as well. So they've ended up in the more fringe ones because they're the only ones that will have them. So that's why it ends up becoming not just you like older women or something like that, or you like, like people wearing this. It's full on fuck a dragon or some shit,
Sorry, as you do. What do you think, Meerkat? Anything to add there?
I agree. They just find him relatable because he's a reject and an outcast, and people hate him as much as they hate them. So it's almost like a support group for rejects and outcasts.
Yeah. And let's not forget that chat room is a place where no one interacts at all, basically. The interaction between chatters is so few and far between. Like, normal YouTube chats, like usually, sometimes you don't interact with other people. A lot of times someone will say something and people respond. It's just a very normal thing. But DSP's chat has almost none of that. It's very few. It's like everyone's just saying, outside of Kick Chat, which is like a fun place to be now. It's just like you can say whatever the fuck you want and no one pushes back because, if you're a real fan of DSP, you're kind of scared of DSP getting pissed at you. You know what I mean? So,
I can see 3 people tagging each other right now. They're all tagging different people, and it's like that's what would normally happen.
Yeah,
chats to each other sometimes
yeah.
as well. So I always think it's LARPers when it happens in Phil's chat.
Yeah, it is basically. Or Jade. Hey, Jade, what's up, Jade? Because if you say it's crazy enough shit, people are gonna all right, man, that's fucked up, man. And also, good point by Nerdbrew. They are too stupid to change their names. So yeah, I'm sure there's some people in this very chat that have some questionable preferences, but on those websites, I'm sure they changed their fucking name because that's the kind of smart thing to do if you want to be a deviant. You know what I'm saying? Not that I would know. I'm not a deviant. Well, wink. Anyways, moving forward positively here.
And also, for some reason, the reason is obvious, but they get defended for that. Like that guy, what was his name? That racist guy that got banned from YouTube itself like multiple times.
Yeah,
and DSP just told him, just make a sock account, bro.
Yeah, Canadian Kirk. Yeah, right. I think that was him, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Just make a sock account. Don't pretend you're you. Okay, cool. Very cool. Jefferson Exotic says, in my medical opinion, Philip is a total sexual neuter who also happens to be on the spectrum. Ack. Well, I mean, no one's arguing with you that hard. Wouldn't be surprising. Shadow Slammer says, Darcy. Yeah, go ahead.
One of my favorite theories is he's actually a sex addict. He's a porn addict to the point where just like he's basically like a grown-up Derek. He got so consumed by jerking off that he just doesn't find any interest in real sex. He just prefers the fantasy stuff. Because you can have dragons in there. I mean, come on, think about it.
Hyper balls. Hyperinflation. Interesting thought here. Kirk is Jamal, which would be kind of interesting to think about because Kirk, because he tries to make sure Jamal is like is known to be a deviant, like day drinking all the time and stuff. So could that be Kirk's way to kind of like be racist while being someone else? That'd be kind of funny if that's true. Very dented no matter what. Anyways, moving forward positively here. Shadow Slammer, speaking of Darziak, says Darziak starring in How to Edge Your Dragon. Eric Newton says there was a guy in a Kick Chat who got modded by DSP and he wound up unbanning trolls and started banning DSP dens. Was that a recent occurrence? Is that
that was like last night or the night before?
Yesterday.
Oh, let me bring up the bans. I haven't check out the bans in a bit. These are always fun.
It was the Jamal guy, and
after
that he asked for he wanted to get chargebacks afterwards for like $30 or something.
Oh, because that's interesting. Because I was wondering why he got modded so quickly. Because Jamal was like dropping $2 super chats. Like that usually takes more than that. I'll read a few of these here. Gout and about once a week. Bronze Chef Sakai. Cat's gumbo made her jumbo. Big ups. John Rambo's feet on a hotel bed. Nice. Noisy landscaper. Big Dave, fancy clothes. DSP and ALT sitting in a tree. Interesting. Crayola buffet. Nice. Always late for stream. Fact. I love the fact. Like the change Unreal.
Yeah.
Renton Mall Stalker Gang Reel. Okay, big ups.
Wow.
Fat Cat Works Min Wage Reel. Darziak will really ban this.
Sadly.
Frank Hassel at Kroger. Stupid Zigzag. Okay. Sunspot Gallery. Cat swimsuit model. Not real. Okay. That's not real.
Nice.
Dark Side Groomer Secret Over. Shut up over there, real. I like that. Shut up over there, real. Iron Sulk and Cry real. Oh, ALT Inside Meerkat. Oh, that's an interesting one. I didn't know about that.
Okay,
Interesting. Okay, we can keep going.
Is
They're all
that
good.
real though? Is it real or is it just made up? Okay,
not
so it's
real.
made up.
Real
Save
men.
it for the real stream, the real live stream when we all
Real men wear tight shirts. I like the usage of real there. Oh my God, this is so good. I never sub. I never donate. That was banned. Look at, oh my God, NW Warlock was on a fucking rampage. Look at this. This is, oh my God.
You see the times as well.
Okay, hold
How
on.
long he was at it for.
Okay, I'll go. Holy fuck.
They all him. Holy shit.
When does
Oh my
it start? I'm still going. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Okay. 11:39, DSP goes, that's where it starts. 11:40 p.m. Watch how far I have to scroll. Look at the times, by the way, on the left. That's 20 minutes right there. Just straight banning. 30 minutes. 40 minutes now. 43 minutes of banning people. And he just never stopped. Oh, Jamal, I got you. Terrius Gaming giving the full story. Jamal unbanned a lot of people and Enemy Warlock rebanned. Okay, so Enemy Warlock did 45 minutes of banning to get them done. So we might have seen these before. Wow. Okay, gotcha. Big ups.
Imagine
wow.
like you get a message from Phil going, I need you now. Come and spend the next 45 minutes banning people from my chat.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know the banning lore, guys. Okay, moving forward positively here. Retro Jim says, I trust you would ban Derek style people here. Yeah, we would not even, it would take more than one person saying something, but yeah, once we look into it, all right, well, he's out of here. It's not even a thought. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. It's not any thought being taken part of it, right? See the playlist?
Just send the receipts and we're going to get them eradicated.
Yeah, so it would take more than someone saying something, but remember, Philip had receipts for years, right? Was sent the receipts for years. So, I mean, that's the difference, right? GBRC says, what's up with Phil yesterday? He could not stop staring at his moves. And KO Gaming KO being kind of gaming because his gaming skills can only be summed up as kind of. I think people made fun of his moves yesterday. And then it got in his head. And when someone makes fun of something, he can't let it go. So I think I kept looking at his own moves. He kept looking. I can't look anywhere else. Shit, I'm back at my own moves. I think that's what happened. Big Stinky says DSP's ideal.
This as well, didn't he? Sorry, he just kept doing his shirt and
because
it just made it worse.
He drives himself insane because one person's saying anything about his looks and he can't stop focusing on it. He can't let it go, and then he's worried about it the whole stream. So it's very easy, and it doesn't take anything mean. Just saying something like, "Oh, your right sleeve looks tight," and then he'll go for 5 minutes. But it's not tight. It's how it's supposed to be. Huh? It's how it's supposed to be.
But it's the main reason why people continue to nitpick literally everything he does, because he gets so self-conscious of it and he gets so defensive over it, and that's what makes it so funny because it's his reaction. It's like most of the shit we talk about, it's not even anything all that interesting. It's his reaction in response to that that's interesting.
This is an actual thumbnail.
Wow.
Okay, look at this. Okay, that's his. That sweater's not doing.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, no.
I know this is mainly sweater related, but I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, it looks like he has a breastplate underneath there, like an actual armor.
I mean, you're gonna make fun of that. Oh, there we go. I was on mute, but yeah. See, it's just it's a weird artifact of the sweater. But anyways, moving forward positively here. Big Stinky 669 says, "Ooh, DSP's ideal wife is taken by another Mr. Burnell."
Oh!
Ooh, Big Stinky. Dropping the big stinky ones. Nice. All right, let's go to...
That was a real stinker.
That one really hit. All right, let's go to the former King of the Ring, once and future King of the Ring, Lemtex. Here we go.
Hey guys, I wanted to share my theory about that old Reddit post about the Indian lady at the supermarket with Phil.
Yes, you remember this? Someone said on Reddit that he was with an Indian lady, but it turned out to be just Kat. This was right around the reveal time. Yeah, Middle Eastern.
I'm thinking maybe somebody saw Kat's moo and thought maybe it was a sorry or something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. And maybe like, I don't know, because she had like a lot of contouring going on. Maybe she looked like a little bit more brown. Just a thought. I forget kind of most of the details. I don't know. I feel like they said like the lady was like 6'5" or something, but I forget. Anyway, Kat is not pregnant is the new Panda Lee is not Asian. Thank you. Good night.
Correct. Yeah, this was right around the time when Kat was revealed, so people are talking about the Kat reveal here. Let's do one more Kat reveal message here before we move to a different timeline.
What's going on, guys? Sam Reyes here. And I wanted to start this message off by talking to the viewers of the podcast. Guys, we need to be watching out for the homie for the time being. I think it's pretty clear after this reveal that ALT is currently on self-deletion watch. But,
come on!
I didn't talk about that specifically in this message. I wanted to talk about how this affects the Mike Klum documentary. Because we were convinced that no matter what Mike Klum managed to get DSP to agree to show up on the documentary, Kat was never showing up. That was a 0% chance of happening. Not a million years. But now that DSP has gone ahead and shown Kat on a stream after however many years now it's been, I think that very clearly jumps that 0% chance to a 100% chance.
Yeah.
Like she's absolutely showing up in this documentary, which, leads into question A, how much control does Phil really have over the documentary? I know we were all questioning it. Phil's constantly talking about how he's got a bunch of decisions, a bunch of, control over it, which we already believed was false, but now we know for a fact is false because, again, do we believe that if DSP had the choice, Kat was going to show up on this documentary? I don't think so. I don't think anybody else
Correct.
saw. So I think it's very clear that Mike Klum has taken like 99.9% control of this documentary, if like at the very least. So I just wanted to see what y'all's thoughts were on that. And big ups, ALT. I'm hoping for the best for you, my man. Really am.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I do agree that this kind of showed that Mike Klum convinced Phil at least that she should be on there. Because I don't think, if it was Phil's choice, they're not getting to that house, right? What would he want, Let's not, I don't think he's interested in that. But I think Mike Klum successfully convinced him it would be good, Seems like a long time ago now, which it is. But I think that did prove that Mike Klum convinced him that we should show everything. People will really like you if you show your whole house, how you're a real dude. And then he was definitely going to show Kat, and then Philip knew he had to get Kat on that stream, but we did not get to Klum. So there we go. That ends that storyline. But it would have been interesting if it did come out. But then we got the June documentary, and that all happened. But it's never happening again, I don't think. No, we're not going to see the inside of that snort fort at any time. All right, but
well, I mean, Phil told us like the sort of documentary he wants when he talked to June, and he was like, "You should make a documentary about my detractors." And all that. And June was like, "That would not be interesting. Nobody cares. You are the subject here. You are the one who people want to know certain things about." And I think Mike Klum did that to an extent by saying to Phil, "Look, I have to show these things. I'm not just going to like do your puff piece. I have to show these things." And then Phil watched the Boogie one and saw like how much of his life it had shown and was like, "No, I don't want that."
I think that's the correct timeline. I think he saw Boogie. He's like, "I don't know if I like that. Boogie doesn't look too cool in this one. I'm cooler than Boogie, but you know what I mean?" I think he would have quickly turned it down. All right, big ups to Snood for this clip here. And we have the adjusting of the moobs here. Get ready. You've heard of the releasing of the doves. Well, here is the adjusting of the moobs.
All right, so on to the next segment. Now we're waiting for the garlic bread to arrive, right?
Which of the takeout places would you order from?
To save Virginia?
No, where would you actually eat?
Oh, dude.
He's looking directly at the moobs.
Oh, my God, yes. Oh, dude, sure, Jesus Christ.
If you had
I love
back
it. There's
and
like
forth.
there's a token, haha, when he's like looking around and adjusting, like he's like, I am still paying attention to the game. Don't worry.
Left, right.
Oh my God, no!
Not punch.
Wait, looking at the camera.
Right. So between grilling spree and chalupa cabras.
Bro, just wear a tank top. All you got to do is wear a tank top.
He's looking at OBS so hard. He's not done. We're not halfway through this.
It depends. Do I
Chalupa
want a plate
cabras.
full of meat, or do I?
Did it again. He did it again. Holy shit. Wait.
Do I
Chalupa
want a plate
cabras.
full of meat, or do I want really, really good nachos? It can change depending on the day, you know.
Looking at OBS, pulling shirt out.
Hold that thought for us.
Looking back.
Oh boy, who is it? Let's save. This will be the last thing of the night. Who is it?
Look at people in chat talking about moves. Okay.
Hello,
Snoot,
caller.
Snoot didn't cut this out. There better be more.
Me, Forrest Nash.
Okay, quick sniff. Twirl, 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 twirl. There better be a point to this, Snoot.
It's crazy frat man.
Ah, okay. I see. He did the cam girl trick of pushing them together. Very wise. Watch this.
It's
See? We're doing this with the arms. You push them together there. Common
dude,
trick.
come on.
Common trick. Don't buy it. Okay. Nerd Bruce says, bet Phil regrets the 4K webcam now, huh? Maybe so.
No, bro, it's good to see you in chat because I still have these.
Hell yeah.
So-
Oh, sorry. Show him now. Sorry. Yeah, there we go. Cheese toasty. Oh, beans? Come on. What is this meme?
Like a five.
What is this? Is this chips with beans flavor?
Yeah,
That's
it's such a
crisps
it's a meme.
with, yeah, cheese and beans.
Meme.
I saw them in the shop and I was like, Nerd Bro told me I'm getting them.
Don't fall for the meme. All right, big ups Jefferson Exotic. Positive support for this robust stream. It's giving me that flavorful spice, fresh and tasty. Sound good?
Well, like this.
Cheese
This is
toasty
flavorful.
with beans. Dunning-Kruger says, Phil's chest ain't flat, just his head. The chest not flat, head is flat. Big ups, Dunning-Kruger, you're correct. Tricorder Transmission says, thoughts on potential season 17 story arcs, boys? Okay, we can do a prediction style. I think that we will have the return of tiered rewards, right? So I think we will go back to the glasses, the vest, and the hat. Maybe they will be different, but I think we'll go back to that by February. Any other predictions, boys? Do you think the tax season will be interesting, for example?
I think payment plan season should be interesting.
Okay.
Because all these things he's bought are going to be, most of them are going to be on payment plans. You know, the expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Because we've seen him do that before when he had a new TV, when he wanted a new TV and he got the donation to cover the thing outright. And then he saw he could have it on payment, which meant he would have more money left over immediately. So I think he's going to have done that for most of what he's bought and he's going to catch up to him.
Also, last night he was talking about getting the next, he has like a 4060 right now or something. He's talking about getting the next one up already.
Oh yeah, that one that's over 1,000.
Yes, the 50. I don't know what it is, 5060 or whatever. There, the next season, the next upgrade is. He's talking about getting that already because he wants to do 4K 60 frames. Come on, man. He cannot have money in his account. If it's in his account, it has to get out in his mind. He wants the 5080. Yeah, insane. He just bought the 4070 or whatever 2 months ago. 2 months ago. And he wants to get that already. I bet he gets it in the next few months. He's getting all the Iron Cuck money. You got to use it. What are we going to do with it? You can only buy so many packs of champions, you know? It's got to go somewhere else.
Eventually, you do pull a Hogan, yeah.
Yeah. All right, big ups to Sea Salt here. Here we go. Sea Salt in the house.
G'day, that being said, I've got a theory. Well, actually, not really theory, just my observation. He's DSP is retired. He says he isn't. We all know that. He's going, I can't retire. I can't retire. But what does he do? He's not really working. He's not really streaming. He's just there potatoing, going, give me money. I need money. Support. And he does nothing. Very boring person. Kind of like someone out of an assisted living home, to be honest. Yeah, I reckon that's a good observation. All right, get well soon, Steve. Adios.
6 months ago, this message. Yeah, so it's like he basically is already retired from gaming. We're getting farther away from gaming. You saw recently he said he wants to normalize wage quitting. He didn't use those words, but that's what it is. So the second there's not interest, he'll just quit the game. And his entire chat was against this idea. Everyone said like, what if you have one slow stream with a game we like? That's it? And then he just didn't pretend that they weren't there and just said, this is my idea. And then next week he's going to be like, yeah, we talked about it. And everyone said they love that. But that's how it usually goes.
Yeah. There was someone today on my stream that made a pretty good point. The DSP not just can't afford to retire financially, but he can't afford to retire because of his ego as well. Because he needs to have the final word in his career and he needs to define his own legacy. And this is not going to happen when he goes off the internet and you have a billion people making documentaries about his whole career and how he's been a failure and miserable and toxic and trash. And they get to define how people are going to remember him. And he's not going to let that slide. That's going to be like, he's ride or die, quite literally.
Yeah, quite literally, he is stuck to this. So I know he calls it like he's the most dedicated person on the internet, the most prolific. He has nowhere else to go. There's nothing else he can do. Like, I know it's funny we say get a job, but that job probably wouldn't pay enough money for what he needs, right? And he has nothing after this. So he has to stream until the day he dies, or he will not have enough money to survive, right? And I know there's some ways he can get some money by selling the house and all that stuff, but still, no retirement, nothing to go, nothing where to go. He has to continue to do this. He's locked in. He's in prison, right? And that's why he can't stop. So it'll take the viewership to continue dipping, which it is, to continue dipping, and then we'll see. And then he wants to refinance the mortgage. That's a great idea too. Get even more of your safety net gone. You know what I mean? But
At like a much higher rate of interest now as well, with it worth less because you'll have treated it like shit and not maintained it. So.
Yep, he can't wait. All right, let's go to the one, the only, the human-style human, Petchy. Come on.
Hello there. It's your human-style, quick-style human, Petchy here. Now, one quick thing I like about the detractors there is how different nationalities and different creeds of people hate DSP. Obviously, the Argentina saga showed that. If you could add one other country to really become involved, which would it be and why? Big ups.
The Indians, of course. Obviously, the Indians.
What's your take, Steve?
Imagine an Indian DSP restream. That would be insane, dude.
All right, what's your take, Steve?
Zimbabwe.
Ah, interesting.
With the currency again. He's going to be like, I've got $1 million. Someone's just donated $1 million. And he's going to end up being like 40 odd cents.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Those are great answers. Great answers. All right, let's move forward positively to Outrun. Outrun.
Hi, all. There's been speculation in the past about whether or not DSP really believes the lies that he spins. But with the recent fight stick issue, I wanted to call in specifically because this is proof that each time he serves up some pignosis, he's also taking it himself. When he bought the $300 fight stick, he did it because he thought he needed it to play better. Now he's tearing it apart because he thinks it's the real reason for his poor gameplay.
Correct.
But I don't think I need to tell you what the real reason is. His self-deception and impulsive lying is so strong that he's now fooled himself into believing the false narrative that he's created. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Big ups, Outrun. All correct. Everything correct. Remember the fight stick arc from this year? It was very hype. He got the fight stick because it would help him his gameplay. Then he modded the fight stick, had problems modding the fight stick. Then he just stopped playing the game. Big ups. Very cool.
It's all easier for him than just going, yeah, I'm a bit shit at the game.
Mm-hmm. And then
it's
one
like,
slow stream.
All these reasons, yeah. It's got to be like, the delayed, the rollback netcode is shit. That person was cheating. They were abusing these things. This. I'm playing it on the Xbox and not the PlayStation, so I need to do it on that. And by the way, this Xbox controller just had, if I had a converter, it adds lag, so I can't do that. And all these excuses to avoid acknowledging the reality of just a bit shit at games, mate.
And then he'll blame. Then when he does, also now he's blaming everyone that plays the game now has not been playing it nonstop since the game came out, right? So if you are good at Street Fighter 6 right now, you have not stopped playing the game since it came out. You've done nothing else. They stream all day. Everyone's a streamer, by the way, so they play 8 hours a day. You know, it's a good coping mechanism.
Yeah, we do 8 hours about his cat every day. So
these guys, Bill Brasky, the house says he got them Taco Bell titties, and he put extra emphasis on the T's. Jeff K with a similar thought says Phil got them Dusty Rhodes moves.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something.
Barrett Wells in the house says emergency bake vids are coming back, in my opinion. Oh, I think definitely. We can't go a full year with none of those. We have to. The bake tweets have been back as recently as last year. Last week, excuse me. In the last 4 days, he had a bake tweet. When one slow stream now sends him into a tizzy, then Iron Chef Iron Cuck came through, but that's not going to last forever. Shadow Slammer.
Dude,
yeah, go ahead.
Did you guys watch his wrap up of 2024?
Not all of it. Should we?
He had a big speech about how I came out the tunnel. We're just looking forward to the future. No pressure, no stress. I can do whatever I want. I just can't wait for when this will inevitably age very badly. Possibly within this or next month.
Yes, it already is. How can he say I can play whatever I want when his whole schedule is defined by how much money he gets from each stream? And one slow stream means the game is gone. And he's setting it up that way. That doesn't mean you can play whatever you want. It means you have a very specific set of things you can play. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the opposite of freedom then, isn't it? Sounds like it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now he can have a slow stream on the PlayStation. He can have a slow stream on PC. You can have a slow stream on the Xbox, whatever console. He's even got a Switch. So who knows? Slow stream on that, maybe. Whatever the game is.
Yeah, his stream is basically an oligarchy right now because there's the idea of democracy where you guys get to pick what I'm going to play, but the people with the money actually decide what's going to happen. Yes.
They decide everything. It's like, who has the money decides. Peons, get the fuck out. I don't give a shit about you. What the fuck? Shadow Slammer in the house says, oh, here we go. This is a Jade. Hey, Bub, I can't... Okay, I'll just read it as it's written. Hey, Bub, can you bring back Marble Bobble and play X-Men Wolverine? No more RGB, Bub. I drool and sees P, but over moves, Bub. That's what he wrote. Shout out Shadow Slammer. Philip
sounds good to me.
Philip would understand that, no doubt. GBRC.
I mean, those flashing lights must give someone a seizure at some point. It's going to happen. They're just so obnoxious.
Oh, that one on Twitter today, I retweeted it. That Jones Poems Future had. This. Where is it? Right here. Oh, come on. I'll get it.
It's just how fast they go, you know.
It's when he's talking about this one thing out of nowhere. Look, it's so fucking... Here, I got it for you right there. Look at these fucking lights, man.
Electric vehicles.
Look at this.
We don't have a ton of them
It's
yet.
insane, yeah.
Everyone's leaning that way, and our government is trying to outlaw fossil fuel cars. But the companies that generate electricity are saying at certain times of the year, we don't have enough electricity now.
Look at
so what's going to happen if all of a sudden no one can drive fossil fuel cars anymore and everyone has to get an electric car? We don't even have the grid.
It looks like a Halloween scary house, like in the corner. They got some random lights.
Everything is lit up. The wall's lit up. He's got 4 ornaments, and they all light up.
And he's talking about
this looks like it looks like it would instantly kill Jade. Just like one look and it's over.
And he's talking about
eyes are fucked.
Not enough electricity, by the way. That's what he's talking about during this. It makes it way funnier. Not enough electricity. Yeah, definitely.
To a camera that's plugged into a PC that's powered on. And then he's got his screen so that he knows what he's streaming that's on. And then there's another screen and another PC. And then there's the telly that he plays on. And the fucking Wii's still there. We got updates to his sound. We got another look, didn't we, on Twitter?
Oh, yeah. He also...
he streamed it, yeah.
Yeah, he showed some pictures of his setup.
You did a bit more cable.
I'll show you one here. Here we go. This, my friends, is insanity. Look at this. This is the setup. How far away is that TV that he watched himself on? That's why he's fucking struggling. Look how far away it is.
That's why your eyes are fucked, Phil. That's a lot of distance for your eyes to cover to focus on something so small. And then you've got this big screen here.
So
completely
remember
overwhelms it.
you remember when he was struggling to click links and stuff, to click like change scenes and stuff? Now you see fucking why. Look how far away it is.
See why he does that, don't you? Why you just leans off.
It's insane.
Why
Insanity.
isn't it on that desk?
This
Why
is a
isn't that desk
studio
little
now.
bigger and have to...
You guys are felt that this is a studio. And now he calls it a studio every time, by the way, because it's a studio.
Also, the light makes it look like it's a big screen in the distance.
Yeah.
Rather than like the light behind his camera, it makes it look like another screen elsewhere.
This is very cool. Very cool. Very chill. All right, a few more messages here. We got some time. We got about 40 minutes left here. Let's go. Let's go to random. Let's go to Ducks.
Hey, that being said, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but have you seen like the throwback channel? It's the saddest, creepiest,
it's worse
cringiest
now
thing I've ever sat through.
Yes.
I don't know if there's a psychological term for it, or maybe Steve will know. Like maybe it's negative nostalgia or toxic nostalgia, but it's just current Phil watching past Phil, and he just wishes to God he could go back. And it's never been more obvious when you watch that Sonic and Mario at the Olympics. Like he's almost gleeful to be monetizing John Rambo and that other fella again. Like the man just wishes he could go back to that, and it's just sad. It's sad that these are 12, 13 years old, and he's still laughing at the same jokes or still making the same jokes for a man who's always shouting and crying about changing and doing better. Like the man has been stuck in the same loop for the last 16 years, and his ego and his pride and his legacy have just trapped him in a room surrounded by junk and dust and a cat that doesn't love him and a pet that doesn't love him, Guys, the man needs help. I don't know where this rant's going, but Phil needs help.
Yes.
Young out.
Big ups, Ducks. You're a legend. Yeah, that was from 5 months ago. And if you could believe it, his views on that channel were better when you made that message. They are down to 6,000 views a month on DSP Throwback now. Can you imagine? 6,000 views for the entire channel. And I really think it is. Let's say you're a good football player in high school, and you see those dudes when they're in their 40s going back to this, standing in front of the old high school field, thinking back, man, this was fun, man. I used to rule this field. It's kind of a sadness there, right? Like, it's good to reminisce about your past, right? But if you just keep... There's a limit to how long you should actually do that, right? It's cool to reminisce about your old times, but, if you're doing it on a weekly basis and make a whole channel to do it, and then it's kind of,
Especially what makes it very suspicious is that those are the times where he wasn't as good as he is now.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to believe that, but he misses it so much.
Yeah, that's a good point. And he says he's happier now than ever, too, right? It's like,
But I do seriously believe that he thinks that the Heavy Rain playthrough is some kind of like a piece of art. It's his magnum opus.
And if you watch that thing now, like, I know he does think it's like one of his best works, but it's just because like so many people were into it. But like I know it's different in the past. You can't you can't compare how comedy was then. But even the comments are so fucking cringe. It's like I would never ever, if I said any of these comments, I would punch myself in the face. Like, they're so fucking dumb. They're like elementary schoolers in the comments, And it's just really that kind of humor. It's what it was. But be proud of that. Like it's some great thing, It really was like just trying to be edgy for the sake of being edgy, but there's no funniness there, Like there's not a joke, but I guess some people would enjoy that, Like
it's mirroring rather than properly understanding it. It's seeing like how South Park and Family Guy and I've forgotten it. It's the Howard Stern. It's all his fault. He was a character. It's seeing them being successful, but not understanding how their humor works to make them successful. He just sees like the edginess of it and thinks, "Oh, that must be all it needs." So that's all I'll do.
And especially back then, and nowadays to a great extent, the point of comedy is to get away with it. If you're going to make edgy jokes, you need to get away with it. The joke needs to hit hard enough so enough people are going to defend you if somebody else calls you a racist or sexist or whatever. And that just didn't happen with them. And you can look back at old YouTube and see people like Filthy Frank that were doing insane shit and getting away with it because people defended them because they got the joke. And you can see other people like Onision and Shane Dawson not getting away with it because they weren't funny and people realized that's just fucking it was shitty jokes.
Yeah, that's a good point. And people were saying like AVGN, like that was the time, but like AVGN videos, if you watch them, they're still good. They are still the classics. I mean, he would take a downturn for sure, but like Spoonie videos, they're still good because like they just had good jokes. You know what I mean? I know it's a different era, but like the shit that was good then is still good, right? It's just different, but it still hits. It still is funny, right? And just DSP never
As
ever.
long as you can make the joke work, that's the issue. Like joking about certain subjects will take a lot more skill than other jokes would. So to do it well means you get comedy, you get the joke, you get how it works, and you know how to make it land. But someone like Phil doesn't. So it never worked for him the same way it might have worked for someone like Spoonie or AVGN.
Who had actual jokes instead of, oh, women on the ground, let's take her shirt off. That was, and that's the beginning and end of it. Or just saying what's going, okay, we're done. But if you watch that Heavy Rain playthrough, it's appalling how the jokes, every single joke is like saying what's happening. Oh, look, black man's walking a treat. Watch out. That's the joke, right? It's like, all right, man. I mean, people in the comments are like, oh, look, it's so funny, Phil. You killed me on this one. Like, all man, we're fine.
And a lot of the jokes, especially the ones that are based around race and culture, it's less of a joke and more of an association. It's kind of the first thing that came into his mind. He would look at a black person and be like, "Oh, they commit crime," and then that would be the joke.
Yeah. Big ups to GBRC, who says the 5080 is going to be around $1,300 and the 5090 is $1,500. So he's going to have to payment plan that as well. Dent start getting them wallets ready. Well, with Iron Cuck is financing everything and get that thing on a firm, we're good, man. Husky says, it might be a niche reference, but Phil trying to mask his bosoms looked like an advert for the TC Tugger from I Think You Should Leave. Anyone know that reference? TC Tugger from I Think You Should Leave.
I know I Think You Should Leave, but I don't know the exact reference.
Okay. Someone got it, though, Husky, I promise you, but not on this panel. Watch. Lemtex gets it. There we go. That's enough. Shadows. Oh, Mr. Matt says this is a great reference. Okay. Shadow Slammer says, Bub, turn off lights. I drool on floor. That's a okay. Thank you, Shadow Slammer. Shadow Slammer saying, "Hey guys, hope you're doing well." And he said we should turn off the lights because he might have some liquid leave his mouth. Thank you, Shadow Slammer. Okay, let's go. 4. Let's go cover it up. Let's go for Up from the Basement.
What's up, guys? Up from the Basement here. I've got a 2-part style question for you. The first is, what do you think is going to finally happen to get Phil to stop? And the second part is, what's his backup plan? What's he going to do when it's over? My theory is that eventually YouTube will stop paying out on videos that are old. Let's say like anything older than 5 years, they're not going to pay anymore. That'll knock down a significant chunk of his income. And the theory on what's he going to do when it's over, I think he's going to fall back on his back. He's going to try to get disability. Anyway, big ups, guys.
Big ups, Out from the Basement. Yeah, we talked about this many times, what it'll take to make him stop. And like we talked about earlier, he'll probably continue no matter what, even when there is no money, right? Because he has to be the one that describes his own destiny or controls his own destiny in the end, But
has to have the last word. Yeah.
There's a lot of things he could do. Yeah.
But that's the thing, is kind of a catch-22 because the better he is doing now, the higher standard of a lifestyle he's setting for himself that later, when things get bad, he cannot sustain. So it's like, well, it's not looking good.
I think Excalibur has it right. DSP would be like Rich, living with his mom and then keep streaming. He has that option.
Backup plan. His parents dying and getting the inheritance. I think that's his backup plan, and that's probably very unlikely. I think his parents will outlive him.
Well, they definitely are more active than him.
They're still active. They're active into their like at least 60s, which is pretty good for health.
Yeah.
And all you have to go off about their health is what Phil tells you, and he's an unreliable narrator, and he needs to paint his parents a certain way. So I think they're quite all right, and they're going to live a lot longer than he thinks that they will. And he's going to get less of the inheritance than he's hoping for.
Faraway man.
I don't know about Linda, because as far as I remember, the doctor told her that she could die at any time.
Yes.
That's a great thing.
At any moment. At any moment, they could drop dead. And Faraway Man is remembering. That was from 2018, if you can believe it. Mm-hmm. So we were coming up on 6 years since that moment when Philip said they could drop dead at any moment.
We're 7 years. We're over 6 years now. No. We're over 5 years into the 6th year of the 10-year plan.
Yes. Well. So sounds good to me, man.
Fun year.
Pretty cool. Jay Chillin says it was insane to watch him say, "I don't need the 500 series cards," and then watch him slowly convince himself he needed it. And
means it's better, isn't it? That's the whole philosophy.
Come on.
And the next day, he had a complete story done. Like, he had the elevator pitch for buying a new graphics card, except the elevator took like an eternity to actually get to the floor. Well, his whole idea was that the PC, he checked the task manager, and it said that he was using the GPU at like 90%. Which is insane. So we need a better graphics card, you guys.
Yeah.
The lights take up that much of his graphics card.
I think he never checked it. I think it was always like that, but he's never checked it. And then when someone told him to check it, he was like, "Holy shit, man, 90%. That's not good."
He must have loads of like the bloatware and all the shit that they pre-install and pre-build. All that's going to be there, taking up like processes and CPU power. It's just that's insane. That.
Yeah, I think for the graphics card specifically, what he said was that he set the encoding to be very good quality, which makes it, of course, use more GPU. Yeah. And when you're streaming at two sites at the same time, this kind of happens.
I wonder what I'm doing. So I'm only doing good quality. I only have a 3060, so even less than Phillips. Let's see what my percentage is at. Well, anyway, it's not worth it right now. Big ups to Reno Ryan, who says Phil's mental acuity is clearly declining pretty fast. He couldn't even figure out how to untighten his mic arm and needed genuine help. Yeah. How long will it take Phil's mind to be completely gone? Yeah, the using the paper towels and then saying, "This is so dumb, paper towels." But then he like a minute later talked himself into trying the paper towels. He's like, "Oh well, fuck it, I'll give it a shot." And he does it, and he leaves a mark. Amazing. And then he's so embarrassed because he knows, like, doing that shit on maybe not for you, Meerkat, when you stream, but like, you got to do tech shit on stream. It makes everything harder because you're on stream, And like, it's like you kind of like forget how to do shit almost. Like, oh shit, how do I do this? Fuck. Because you're on the clock kind of. And Philip cannot handle it. He cannot.
But no, he can't handle it, so he tries to twist it into it being a good thing. Actually, this is content, you guys. I'm gonna sit here and fuck around in OBS and tweak my microphone while everything is a complete mess for like 2 hours, and this is actually a good thing.
And today he's doing the mods today, so get ready for that, guys, in the free stream.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God, yeah, he's gone to Nexus mods and he's like at the point where he's 42 years old and going, "Guys, I'm going to be doing a modded run on PC."
Wow.
He thinks it's hype. 20 years old technology. Reno Ryan says Phil's mental. Oh, excuse me. I already read that one. Reno Ryan, legend. Thanks so much, sir. Joe Dub says, imagine Phil getting down bad in streaming that he has done to one of those TikTok style apps. Like, now, guys, I need 10 mystery wheels to hit the goal.
Oh my God. Well, there was this. Who made this? I think it was Pixar Animation that made this. The DSP TikTok NPC thing. It was so good.
We've shown it before, but why not? It's that good. And also, this is the one that Bob Starsky made that fucking comment that I thought was real. Because it says to Derek, Derek leaves a comment about like how old should I move to a country that's a lower. No, it's Derek saying, what country has the lowest age of consent or something. And I thought it was real. Bob Starsky got me. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's not real, though.
Eat a burger. Yum. Eat a burger. Yum. Gow. Crystals. Ow. Ack. Tasty bananas. Eat a burger? Yum. Throat clear. Nasal drip. Nasal drip. Full time. 6-star Hogan. Yay.
Yay.
Glock, glock, glock. Whale tail. 5-star Brock Lesnar. No. Yum, yum. Jasper Kitty. Stop touching the lights or I'll spray you. Yow. Crystals. Ow. Yum, yum. Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty. Tasty bananas. Ack, ack, ack. Throat clear. 6-star Hogan. Yay.
My favorite is throat clear. Throat clear. But there we go. There you go. That's your answer, Joe Dub. It's live. I put the link in the chat if you want to check it out and leave good old Pixar Animations a comment. Tony T says, just tuned in. Love y'all. What up, detractors? Thanks so much, Tony T. You're a legend, sir. Thank you so much, Tony. And Chest High Wall says, properly wishing Steve a happy winter Eamus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's all January, remember.
Uh-huh.
Control-Alt-Delete reference.
Next up, let's go to the one, the only, Logan K. Go!
Hey guys, it's Logan again. I'm listening to the whole Restream saga breakdown via WPIG, big ups ALT, and I thought of a very Phil way that Phil could solve his Restream issue. So hear me out. So Phil should just stream all of his shit to YouTube as normal. Just stream it as normal. Just do his regular stream to YouTube. Then he should get his second PC or maybe Kat's laptop or whatever she's got, and he should set that computer up to restream the stream as his own stream viewer via that OBS. So Phil could just stream to YouTube and then restream himself. I'm hoping that's how he gets around everything. That would be a very Phil way to do things. But big ups and thanks again for all that you do. Bye.
So I think this is when Philip was trying to figure out how to stream to Kick, maybe? It's the 2 months old message here, yeah. But that's the danger of leaving messages this long. Big ups, Logan K, though. Very appreciate it anyways. Let's go to Frozen Flame in the house. Come on, Frozen Flame.
Hey, that being said, big ups from Frozen Flame. One thing that amuses me about Phil is how we all know he uses words incorrectly, or he pronounces them incorrectly, or both. But I've tried keeping track of a list of concepts he doesn't understand. For example, things like basic storytelling, romance, mental illness, dark humor, or even how film as an artistic medium works. As we all know, a movie like Super Mario Brothers confused him to no end. And I'd say this even extends to video games with him, where anything that has a deep narrative or themes is going to get lost on him. I mean, considering his takeaway from Alan Wake 2 was it was unique and had a rock opera, tells me he either didn't pay attention or he didn't get it, but we all know he'll never admit to that, or he'll blame the game for that. So what are some other concepts you think fly right over Philip's dented head?
Okay. So many. My mind is flying through the possibilities. Meerkat, what do you think?
Fiscal responsibility is a weird concept for him. And also, I love this message because the dude was like, yeah, I have a list of concepts that DSP doesn't understand. And he just listed all the concepts that make someone a human being, actually.
Yeah.
Should understand friendships, relationships, social interactions, sarcasm. That's my answer.
There we go.
Right over his head. It's great.
That works for me. Let's go to the next one. The Mean Man. Go, Mean Man. Don't be mean.
Hey, big ups. First time calling in. Just wanted to comment on the thing he does where he goes, that man. I've been thinking about this for a while. I heard somebody mention it. It's basically just this another mechanism of victimhood he does to apply to get more sympathy. It just comes across as very pitiful. I can't stand it. But thank you.
Steve, any comments?
That man. When he says that man, I'm not.
I don't know that man. Oh, I know what he's talking. Sometimes he does say that. That man, rich, like kind of thing. Like he has to bring that up like that. Yeah, he says that kind of that man over there, rich.
Like
he does do
like
that.
You,
he does do that.
Parents. You know,
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't appreciate that man down the street taking his bins out at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Like it kind of makes him not a human, right? Dehumanizes him a bit. But I don't know. It definitely does say that thing. That man this kind of thing. Real quick, I have a special surprise for everybody, including myself, actually. But I believe we have a special guest here to join the show. I don't know who they are, but we're going to find out.
Did wonder what was going on.
Are you there, special guest style person? Hello, special guest style?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate.
Oh, who could say hello to the British style, fantastic Mr. Sam. Hello.
Whoa.
How you been, man? What you been up to? Come on. We're waiting for you to come back. Come on.
Absolutely nothing of interest. Just finding it really hard to get on these days. But I saw you were on at this time. I just got out of work and I was like, if I can get on, if I can eat my dinner as quickly as possible, I can come and hang out for a little bit.
Big ups. Hope you had a good New Year. Have you been keeping up with stuff, or are you not able to do that either?
A little bit, yeah. More so in the last couple of weeks with all the tech stuff. I can't keep my eyes off it, to be honest. Yeah, that's partly why I'm here, I guess, because we've got the whole the pictures of the room.
Yes,
specifically that cable management is just.
Oh, you love that.
Ungodly, yeah.
Okay, big ups. Well, let's do a few more messages with you here. I'll do modern ones here since that'll be more up your alley here. Let's go. So let's go for Cadet Mom in the house. Come on, Cadet Mom.
Hey, what's up? It's a quick question, right? Pretty urban, robust style, meaningful content, right? So DSP gets emails all the time, like about his PayPal and shit, like chargebacks, fucking donos and all that. But I was looking at the tip thing last night. You could request tips from him. So in theory, if we have hella people just request money from him, that would send him over the fucking edge. But no, I just wanted to point that out. Shout out Sean Ranklin.
Okay, got the song Ranklin there. Okay, so you can just request. I'm sure he would just easy delete though for him, honestly. But yeah, that's something.
Yes, I remember when people were actually doing that. For a couple of days, people were doing that and posting screenshots of the description of the request, like the message that you put in, and it's very funny. And after that, I think he turned off that feature. I don't know how it works, but I think he put a stop to it.
Yeah, it'd be funny for a second, but all right. Anyways, let's go for Swaggy Davis Jr. Come on.
Big ups, fellas. I don't have so much of a question, well, kind of, but my thing is that I would consider myself a blue collar guy, and I go to work and I go to 8 to 5.
DSP.
Friday,
Oh, DSP calling. Big ups.
But the thing that infuriates me is the fact that Phil considers himself to be a blue collar guy, that he's an average working Joe, that he works all these hours and does I don't know, I don't know if it's just me, but that really just infuriates me. Because it's like, dude, you just play video games all day. You put out mediocre content. You buy all this equipment that most people don't need. I mean, you really just need a small setup just to get yourself going. But apparently to him, he needs the entire Pentagon to get his mediocre streaming going. But, besides the point, where do you guys feel this sense of, I'm the average Joe working kind of guy came from? I just don't know exactly where that came from. But anyways, big ups, guys. I hope you guys all have a happy new year and just keep doing what you're doing. Peace out.
Big ups, Swaggy Davis Jr., a legend. All right, Sam, I'll let you handle this one. Why does Philip consider himself a blue-collar style worker?
Well, I've been over that before. I don't know, to be honest, because I think it's kind of like a little conflation, isn't it, of him trying to appear to be relatable, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the wrong term to use, I suppose. But I don't know. I think that's possibly partly why he feels like he has to surround himself with stuff, because he hasn't figured out what the problem is with his content. So he's kind of throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
I think like
the
it's,
whole, go.
Go ahead, Steve. You first. Go.
I was just a bit like the whole, oh, well, proper streamers have this, so therefore I must have this, so that I look like a proper streamer. And it's that sort of thing. If I look like a blue collar worker, then people will find me more relatable than if I was a rich asshole. So I need to be a blue collar worker.
I think he always likes to be the underdog. I think he thinks underdogs get pity, obviously. So like he was back in like 2011 or something when he was at the height of his powers. He was already complaining about these big YouTubers out there that can get the special treatment from YouTube. He was getting 13 million views a month and saying, these big YouTubers out there get all the benefits and I don't get that. He was one of the biggest people on the website and was saying that shit at that time. Because he just wants to be an underdog. I'm just like you guys. Please tip. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Weird kind of... it's such a weird coming together of a few different situations where he was once, I guess, considered successful, but now he gets barely any views, but he has all these people throwing shit at him, throwing money at him all the time, and he wants to appear as the underdog, but he has a stream set up that looks like Las Vegas or something, like blinding people with all this electricity, whatever it is you want to call it, behind him. So yeah, it's just like it's almost like you can't put him into a box of any kind because he kind of doesn't fit anywhere. It's very odd.
There we go. Iwamoto in the house. Let's go.
Oh, hey, you goizeimasu. Iwamoto here. Guys, I know LT and Steve are, both musicians. Do you guys ever think about Phil as a guitar player? I think the current arc would be an excellent Sweetwater sweep where he would decide to switch to a heavier string gauge, something super mundane, and then be like, oh, but I can't do it on my current guitar. I need a new one. And it has to be like a Gibson custom shop.
Changing strings.
And I also need new cables because otherwise the signal won't come through. And I need Ernie Ball silver strings. And, I also need a new amp. How do you think DSP would be if you were to ever become a guitar player?
Well, don't sell Mr. Fantastic Mr. Sam short. He wrote and played every single instrument on Direct Capture, so please do not consider him not to be a musician as well. But yes, that would be very funny.
One time.
No, and you better do it again, by the way. You have 4 months, just letting you know. 4 months till ka-ching.
Okay.
There you go.
Right.
Start now.
Okay. You won't hear from me for 4 months, and maybe I'll...
Weston Evans, I think of him as a drummer. I'm a drummer, and I'm offended by that comparison. How dare you?
But yeah, Philip would be like that too. Like, all right, well, I got to get the best strings, obviously. So $100 strings. Like, oh, these pickups aren't working for me.
What would be his guitar? Other than like a... I won't say it.
Okay, what guitar would he choose? Good question.
I've got something in mind that I feel like would be suitably ridiculous.
He makes me think of like a BC Rich kind of guy.
Ooh.
It looks like
I think
those like black guitars.
Yeah, they're too metal.
Yeah.
But
he would think it's cool.
He definitely would have back in the day. He'd have done that whole new metal thing with the full length leather jacket or coat.
Yeah.
That's BC Rich.
My mate played one. My mate played one.
Yeah, the Stratocaster is too generic and too normie for him. The Les Paul is also kind of in there. It's mainstream. So he needs something flashy and fancy like this. He can't have one of those guitars that look like they're made out of wood. Because they're not special enough. So that's what makes me think of BC Rich.
I think it may be jazz based because someone might tell him, you can get the smoothest sound out of like the Squire jazz, just because that's one of my basses. So would he play that?
I think he would get a.
I'm thinking the Flying V.
No, I think he'd would avoid this kind of that flashiness. I think if it was like 10 years ago, he would definitely get that. But if we're going modern times, I think he would get like Gibson SG custom, like Slash custom SG or something. Like this is one Slash uses, guys. Come on.
Oh yeah, like
that kind of thing.
Like
You know,
the Zach Wild one as well.
Yeah, something like, you know,
like lights on the fretboard as well. So like all the frets
like what's his name from Muse or whatever.
So
like the Blue Man Group or something. Yeah,
I was thinking because he wouldn't like he'd want to spend a lot of money on it for a start, of course, because that means it's better. But he wouldn't go like vintage. He wouldn't be buying like a some old 1959 Les Paul or something. I was thinking instantly. I was thinking like a double neck, like a 6 and 12 string Jimmy Page kind of thing.
This thing has both. I can do 12 string and 6 string.
Yeah. and then you just watch him chug power chords over and over again.
That's what I would do.
That's his intro.
That's what I literally do.
Just staring down at the strings, you know, like looking down at the chord. Yeah. Sounds good, I guess.
Wait, I can do this.
Yeah, that's a good question, though.
Like
I never thought about it.
Maybe you know Rickenbacker as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
RGB. Good question. That's a funny idea.
All right, Les Paul.
Let's go to Papa Polecat real quick. Come on, Papa Polecat.
Big ups. That being said, Papa Polecat. I'm a foreman now for my company, running my first job, and I got a new apprentice. Supposed to be here an hour ago. I think he's pulling up. Blue Corolla, mountain of shit in the back of the car.
Oh,
awesome. Hey, dude, you're like an hour and a half late. What's up? Well, I woke up at my normal time, and I got in my car. You wouldn't believe it. My wife didn't put any gas in the car, so I had to go to the... Okay, dude. I understand. Whatever, but you have your tools? Well, I didn't know I had to bring my tools. Nobody told me anything. There's nothing I could do. I mean, how was I supposed to know I needed tools to work? Okay. Most people, I guess, would assume that, but I have some you can use for the day. Are you familiar with tools? Or yeah, I'm a handyman. You know, I consider myself a blue collar guy. Well, I mean, how much more do we have to do? I've already been here for 5 minutes. I'm exhausted. You know what, dude? You can just pack it up. I don't think it's gonna work out. And he waddles back to his car. All right. Well. That was horrifying. I swear, some of the people we hire. Anyways, hugs and kisses.
Big ups, Papa Polecat. There's a lifestyle skit for you there. Yeah, he repeatedly, while using pliers, would say, "I'm using a wrench" when putting together the mic stand.
Oh yeah, this one. I don't know if this one will grip because he doesn't have teeth. He's just loose, and it's like, oh my fucking god.
He called it a wrench the entire time.
Them. Like, yeah.
One of the most painful things I've sat through in a while.
Oh, you loved it. Come on. Oh, I already showed the image. You love this. Oh, wait, not that one. Where's this one? I'll show you the setup of the house. This one. Sam, you love this. Look at this setup. Yeah, please. Look at this. You wish you had this.
There is another one from that.
I'm glad
I'll find it.
That, actually.
Yeah.
Because the thing I don't like the most about, I mean, it's all terrible, obviously. How he works with a monitor that far away.
Yes.
You know, there's a million things. But the one thing that annoys me probably more than it should is the fact that the light is right behind the camera. Mm-hmm. That's what that is, right? That panel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the light. Yeah.
I mean, you don't do that. That's silly. You'll get, you know, if you. I don't want to help the guy out, but you know, you have your light in at a nice 45-degree angle. It makes a nice, you know, gives you a nice contrast it makes your face have more sort of depth and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's just a little tip.
You know why he's doing that, right, Sam? Though, is because the ring light attaches around the camera. So he just bought a new light and said, okay, well, it definitely works like a ring light. So he's put it right behind that fucking camera. It's doing the same thing.
Why bother then? Why has he done that?
That's he was like 40 when he discovered how sound works. We are this close to him discovering how light works.
Yeah. And that's another thing as well.
It's a shadow. Who knew?
Well, that's the other thing as well, is the shadow. I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, surely you're going to have some sort of small shadow. I know it's only a tiny little webcam, but
yeah, just
common sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's
Very
go
odd.
for in the house Lemtex again. Let's go Lemtex. You earn 2.
Hey guys, it's Tuesday, December 17th, and I'm watching Phil really beg to his heart's content regarding trying to get Popeyes and holding Cat hostage in the kitchen.
Yes.
It's really starting to bother me because I was wondering what you guys thought about this. If a hot dog is a sandwich, is a turkey hot dog a lunch meat sandwich? Thank you.
Ooh. Now that one will make you ponder. It's a turkey hot dog, a lunch meat sandwich. Meerkat, you can decide this. Go ahead, finish this.
I don't know. I will need to test this out in a scientific environment to be able to determine this. This is a very serious question here. It's not a laughing matter.
Extremely serious. On the topic of extremely serious, next message is from Enter the Dragon Hole. Go.
What's up, that being said? Darcy X's first annual band kick name tournament for Dragon Sexuality Awareness and the Cure tournament was a lot of fun. I had a lot of laughs listening to it and reveling in the creativity of a lot of people making use of a very limited amount of characters.
Yes.
Like you guys said, Kick is on its way out. It's on its last legs because, well, all the people trolling and LARPing in there, it's holy ground, basically. Normally, we don't condone, gay ops, but making suck accounts to bother the shit out of Dave, that's just,
good, clean
it doesn't
fun.
hurt anybody apart from Dave, but fuck Dave, right? I would like to see maybe 1 or 2 more iterations of this little tournament because it was just so much fun and so, it's so incidental. And because Kick is on its way out, like, trying to make use of it as long as we can. So I want to ask everybody, also in chat, to make those suck accounts and torpedo the living shit out of his Kick channel. Just torpedo it until it is at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. Get in there, boys.
Yeah, we'll probably do that another tournament when Kick really is out. That's probably the next time we'll do it. When it's all gone and we have the full list, then we'll do another tournament because that tournament was a lot of fun.
I've missed this. What's all this about?
Oh, okay. Well, here, let me show you here. You can't see Sam now, but anyways, this is all the if you're on Kick, you can. Oh shit! I got to add him to this scene. Hold on, hold on. You're not on that scene,
Basically,
so I'm just going to pray.
You can see a list of like the usernames that are banned on Phil's channel, and it updates daily, so we can see.
Here's a list of the. So, for example, we had a tournament in which we would just do like a bracket tournament. We had like 120 names that people made. And some of these fun ones would be like Terminal Gout Killed My Aunt. We have RGB 3 a.m. Jack Daniels Real. A lot of fun stuff to be had. And we did a tournament about all of them.
I heard the Crayola buffet one earlier. That
yes. Fantastic Mr. Sam, you've been banned, unfortunately. There's also Fantastic Mr. Denthead. That's been banned as well.
How's Fantastic Mr. Sam spelled? It's not actually me, surely.
It's fantastic.
Real on it, so.
Oh, it says real. Oh, okay.
Fantastic underscore Mr. underscore Sam. Fantastic Mr. Denthead. There also was I think it was Fantastic Mr. Phil, I think. But yeah, you've been there. There's a lot of fun names on there. You should check it out.
Excellent. It sounds like the new asking him questions and trying to get like sneaky things.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. I still think
Jonathan
that has
Frakes
legs
ones.
as well.
Yeah, I missed them. Did we complete that list? Did we ever get like all the Jonathan Frakes questions?
No, we missed 2 questions, and I'll tell you that. Have you ever gone a wandering beneath the clear blue sky? That one is impossible. And also, there's one more we haven't got. Is have you ever noticed how many restaurants are theme based these days? That's too tough.
See, that I think would give us like at least a 10-minute long answer. At least.
Yeah, you'd think, but anyways.
I used to just love all the random shit, like when we'd give people a word of the week to try and sneak in.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. We got to bring that back.
Is he
Anyway.
currently doing like the fucking hour-long Q&As and all that?
Oh yeah. Oh what? What?
still
You
is.
think something has changed? Hell no.
Well,
hell no.
Do you know what's funny? Like, I feel like something changed for a while. I missed quite a lot of it, and then it seems now that everything's gone back the way it was. It's just a lot brighter now. Like, that's all it is.
There's more lights on it. Yeah, you're right about that.
More cable ties around the office.
Definitely. Okay, let's do one more to finish us out here. Let's go for Father Time. How about that? Father Time, get in here. Come on.
Yeah, big ups.
What's up, TBS? What is up, Alt? What is up, Snooter? And what's up, Steve? Hope you're all well. So, I am it's Father Time here, obviously, but I'm a 41-year-old man with a 50-year-old brother and 50-year-old friends. But we get to talking about life after a few beers, and we talk about all things. We have a couple of politics students in their former life, etc., etc. So we talk about world things, world events, and I always somehow bring it back to Mr. DSP. Now, I've shown them a couple of clips, and it's fair to say that they all hate this guy, and I love it. I love it. So I want to get your top 3 clips or things I need to show them in its entirety, so as not to scare them off from DSP, but to keep them wanting more. Yeah, so that's your quest. Sort me out.
Okay, so I'll give one. The easy one is the hospital story, but the animation, because the animation is funny, so it keeps you in no matter what, even if you think it's dumb. But any other suggestions? I think that one, the hospital from El Crimson King, is legendary. That keeps them in no matter what. Some people are saying, eat it, kick, eat it, clip.
Oh yeah, 100%. For people that don't know about DSP, you need to focus on the shortest clips that you can find that encapsulate what he's all about. And what comes up in my head is "Shut the fuck up about the fucking bubbles." That one is iconic, and it's only like 2 minutes long. The "Eat It" rant, and then there was another one, probably the Lavinia like cooling PC type of thing. Even though that's a little bit longer too. Oh, the Scorn rant. The Scorn rant.
Scorn rant.
Yeah.
You can't avoid the Scorn rant. That's good. Anyone else, Steve?
Oh, fuck, I was thinking of one then. It was like after Meerkat mentioned Lavinia. But the ones that I've used have always been a bit contextual. Like when I tried to show my mate Nige, who's into PC gaming, I showed him the Half-Life Black Mesa. This is how you don't play, to show the jumping, crouch jumping thing. And my mate Josh, I've shown him Street Fighter stuff because we're into Street Fighter. So I think it helps to be a bit contextual. But yeah, generally one of the ones where, like Lavinia or, the Eat It rant, something like that shows how abrasive he is to the audience is probably a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if you try not to kind of scare them away with his abrasiveness. One of my favorites that I kind of find isn't too bad is the when he tried to play WoW. I think that's I go back to that.
The motorcycle sounds are so fucking funny on that. He finds a new server and like instantly there's motorcycle sounds and that there are people riding motorcycles. It's amazing.
I think things like that are funny, like regardless of who it happens to. But because it's DSP, it's just like it takes it up to another level.
Yeah,
it's it would annoy anyone, but because it's DSP. Like, he has to get so ridiculously worked up about it. But yeah, that'd be mine. It's great.
About the crouch jump, I didn't know this until I found the video of the original. He literally says, with his own mouth, they show him the tutorial about how to do crouch jump, and he goes, crouch jump? What the hell is that? And then just moves on. And it's like he was told and acknowledged it verbally. Crouch jump, what the hell is that?
Because the thing comes up when you have to use crouch jump to progress, and he does.
Yeah,
so he does it, gets off.
Whatever, part 10, very early in the game, he goes, what the fuck, huh? I think my game is bugged.
The best part for me about that is that he then had to stop to look up how to do it. And then when he started the next bit was like, well, the game is bugged. They have this bugged jumping mechanic.
Yeah.
And then since then, the devs have updated the mod to make crouch jumping easier.
Yeah.
Think
of all the levels of fan fiction. Yeah.
For the blood work as well. That's a good one to sort of like.
Oh, blood work is good too. Yeah.
Could have bought blood work for his cat, instead bought a joystick.
All right, my friends, that will do it for this show today. Sam, thanks so much for joining us. Obviously the door is always open. We're ready for you to not be busy and come back on the show. Anything you want to leave the amazing viewers with?
Well, I was just going to say, like, it's been tough to get on recently, and for the next couple of months, it's going to be the same, I think, because we're having some work done on the house, and where I sit, where I have my desk, is going to be like a stairway. We're having like a whole thing. We're having, so it's going to be really disrupted for a while. So I don't know if my studio, or, you know, my room is going to be usable. I'm not really sure yet. So, but when it's done, I'm hoping, things should go back to normal. So, yeah,
all right.
But I'm always going to be about. I'm keeping an eye on everything, obviously, and we'll see. It's good to be here, man. And Happy New Year to everyone.
Definitely.
You too, man.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to talk to you. Steve of the Dead, any final words for the beautiful people out there?
Yeah, I'm waiting until we've done the Sunday stream to start rendering my video.
Okay.
I don't have the time in between. It would not finish rendering. But it's done. 9 hours, 47 minutes.
How long is it going to take to render? Do you know how long it's going to take?
Good rule of thumb I've found is generally between 2 and 3 times the length of the video. So it's going to be 18 to 26 hours or so.
Sounds good to me.
It's going to be over a day at least. So, and I'm giving myself a bit of room because it also depends on like how many edits you make, how many source clips you have, all sorts of how much is in the project.
Yeah.
So it takes a while. But it's on its way.
Good luck.
I've got that speedrunner's itch now where I'm seeing it's that close to 10 hours. I'm thinking, should I? 13 minutes. 13 minutes is easy for me. That's nothing. I could.
Yeah. That's the Go ahead.
Just sit there. Just film yourself sitting there for like 30 minutes. You know what you should do? You should eat those bean crisps and just.
There you go. Good ending. Don't give more ideas. They don't have to edit it in. Take another month. Don't change anything, Steve.
I'm gonna film that on my phone and just keep rocking back and forth while I am.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Meerkat, any final words, my friend?
Thanks for watching. Smash that like button and let's get some subs for Jasper's Claws.
All right, you're all legendary. Thanks so much for joining. I'll be doing the pre-stream of WPIG if you want to join over there. But you're all legends. Thanks for watching as always. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep.
Heaven made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Heaven made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
Don't care. I don't care what you